Today we're going to talk about the coaching points for heading the soccer ball. Heading is a very important skill and one that can be taught as young as under 8. It's important that we teach our players to play the ball in the air and to be confident in doing that. When you think about it, the older the players get, the more the ball is played in the air. And if your team's not going to play the ball till it's down below the waist, you're going to lose a lot of opportunities to win the ball. So we're going to teach heading, and it's important that we teach it properly so that players feel good and confident when they hit the ball with their head.
The first two coaching points for heading the ball take place before the player ever touches the ball. The first thing that the player needs to do is get their eye on the ball and keep their eye on the ball so that they're going to make good contact. When they see the flight of the ball, they need to move their body in line with the ball so that they can be in a position to strike it well. It's very difficult to head a ball when you're reaching for it.
Now, when the ball arrives, contact in the header is made with the upper part of the forehead, right about there, okay? You don't want them down here, and you don't want them up here. The upper part of the forehead is where they're looking to make contact.
And here's the contact point shown from the side angle. When the player actually makes contact with the ball, we will make sure they do two things. First, they've got their mouth closed. Second, chin tucked, and they're going to come through the ball at the point of contact. Chin tucked, through the ball. From the side, chin tucked, through the ball, tuck, come through the ball. Now here's a little work we can do with the player to work on just tucking the chin without having to think about anything else. We sit them down, just tuck the chin in and hit the ball. Pedro didn't really tuck there, but there he got a good tuck. Came through the ball. Also gives a little work moving in line with the ball before it arrives. Now the next thing that we want to train our players to do, particularly when they're heading with their feet on the ground, is to strike the ball in what's called the power zone. Now power zone is that area of the body between your back foot and your front foot where you can use the muscles in your leg and your back to really drive the ball. Again, from the side between the back foot and the front foot, you're going to use your legs and your back to drive the ball. Front foot slightly in front of the body, back foot slightly behind. Now let's see a few balls struck through the power zone. Notice the feet move to get my head to the ball before I hit it every time through the power zone, chin tucked. Now, what you're about to see here is a little bit special because as we were out shooting this video, one of my demonstrators actually sort of got it. You look at how he's heading right here. He's not in his power zone. He's reaching at the ball. This one, look how far out in front of his body his head is. He just is not getting himself set, and he's not tucking his chin and striking at all. And then all of a sudden he sort of hits one that's pretty close, and it gives him a little confidence. Now he's got it. Now he's driving the ball. Look at that. Chin tucked right through the power zone, and look at the difference in how that ball comes off his head. All that happened from two things: learning his power zone and getting his chin tucked, and all of a sudden he's hitting the ball as confident as can be. And with that little bit of confidence, the player who didn't even want to be in this video now wants to demonstrate the closing section where he attacks the ball and takes it to goal, takes a couple of stabs at it, and ends up putting a great ball into the goal, attacks it through his power zone with a jump, and that's how we finish. I hope you found this video helpful. Remember your coaching points, and let's see if we can't start developing some younger players who can really go and attack the ball in the air confidently and correctly. Thanks a lot.